massive reorganisation today. We're sorting that lot out into the polytunnel. I'm going to pull the cover over it. Father of the Stag is in the Land Rover, Wesley, and we're going to drag Red Shed out because Red Shed's going over there and Bobtail's going in here. All right, almost there. Right, slow. Right, you got the. You're more or less there now with the strain. All right. So you want to go right over there, yeah? Go on then. Right, that's good. I'm going to get in. You know where you're going? Fucking hell. Oh. I say I'm going to get in. I don't know who's fucking in this before. Oh, there's a jack down there, look at that. Right. I'm in now. Right. Handbrake's off. Red Shed's moving. I hadn't noticed this before, but this car's got trims that go over the centre section. Weird, isn't it? Yeah. It is weird. Need special trims for it. Yeah, it's still revving, it's still a shed. Yeah. It's actually less of a shed than the ones in the field, though. No. It's one of the better buys. This is one of the better ones, yeah. It's got an original fuel cap. And Ian found out the radio works on it. Although there's no battery in at the moment. I'll do a full review of this one, because we haven't done a full review of Red Shed. Oh, tempting fate with that one. Original fuel cap. I didn't video it because the phone didn't video for some reason, but Red Shed is now going to be under the cover. I'm going to pull the other red one back. This is the red one that had no roof. I'll show you, show picture of this as it was found. And then we're going to tow that one straight back because I want to get Bobtail out into the paddock over there. Then we can tow the other two back in. Should be relatively straightforward. Right, what did I do with the tow rope? I threw it at the back, didn't I? This could be a bit trickier than I thought. Going in over there. This could be a bit trickier than I thought because I was planning on just attaching it to this, but as you can see, that don't fucking attach to nothing, and the back end of the chassis rail is bouncing up and down as well. So I'm just going to end up tearing the chassis if I'm not careful, end up losing the back end of the car. So bit of rope round the axle. Right, so we've got the rope on. Just get it moving first of all, then I can lengthen the rope on the Land Rover. Hang about! Whoa! We're in gear. All right, now. And we're rolling. Whoa! Put it back into gear again. I don't think the clutch even works on this one. I'll leave that bit of rope under. There's a bit of rope that just went around the axle. Might as well leave it on it. Right, so the idea is to put Bobtail in the barn, because this is going to be the next one that I start to pull apart and do an assessment on. We have got a problem with the tyres, but we'll see if it will roll. What's the worst that's going to happen, eh? What is the worst that's going to happen? Right, in we go. Mr. Bob. No brakes, no gears, no fucking nothing in this. Steering works. This is too tough. I'm going to have to bring the compressor out to pump the wheel up. Oh, there's nothing other than the steering wheel on. What's he fucking like? What a tool. I was rather hoping you'd use the whole width of the field. You can drive Range Rovers without bloody tyres on them. Right, William's going to go and open the gate now. Let me just go and have a quick chat with him. Can you stop just this side of the gate and I'll pump the tyres up? Otherwise we're going to chew your bloody... Actually no, it hasn't chewed up anything so far, has it? No. Right, what you want to do is like take it up where we dropped Red Shed off before. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, do we want a shorter rope? Yes, we can do a shorter rope now, so you come backwards. Let me hook that off, I'll do that. Right. We're in. Go on then. You donkey. What the fuck is he doing? What are you doing? Snapped. No, you bloody tried to yank it. No, it didn't. Right, we're using the tree strop this time. He didn't realise that all the slack was taken up, so he just decided to go for it, thinking he had an uphill stretch to go through, and gave it some beans and failed. Right, here we go. Bloody phone stopped videoing again. I think it's because there's a crack across the screen where the stop button is. Hey, hey! Yeah, close the gate! That way. I know it is, because I'm trying to go here so I can roll it back into the garage, and you're going over there. It's dragging me sideways. I know, so if you come back a little bit and go closer to your tree. Okay. Yeah? This is flat, isn't it? Well, yeah, it's only flat at the bottom though. Oh, that's fair. We'll pump them up before we roll it backwards, make life a bit easier. Big pile of nuts and bolts over there. Look at that. Nice, lovely shit in here. Loads of it. Right, just towing the last one in. Can if you want to. We're just towing the last one in. And warming up today. Nice. It's a nice day. Just a little bit of a palaver. But we're getting there. Oh, dear me. Here we go. Creaking and groaning. So this polytunnel, 36 foot by 18 foot from direct plants of Kings Lynn. Came out about 900 quid. I made the door ends up myself. I didn't want doors on it because I wanted the breeze to blow through it, because it gives a better chance of the cars drying out if the breeze is blowing through it. It's taken me 9 months to get this thing up, but in theory, and according to their website, you say you can do it in 5 hours with 2 competent people. Well, 2 incompetent people have been putting this cover on today, and it's taken us about 3 hours to put the cover on. So I imagine if you can get the frame up in 2 hours, as a competent person, then a competent person could pull the cover over when it's not a forced bloody gale, and it wouldn't be a problem then.
We don't want it damaged. Just get off the plastic. Off it altogether.
We've had it all day. But that's a fair product, this, and inside. And where the plastic has torn, and it has torn in a couple of places, where will we? Over here. It's pretty strong. I mean, that might tear a bit further, I don't know, we'll see. If it does, I might have to put ratchet straps around the pole, Lech Walesa. But it stretches quite a lot before it tears, you can see from this. This happened when it was just, the whole bloody cover was just blowing all over the fucking place. Sorry, all over the place when we were trying to pull it over. So we anchored it on this side, tried to pull it over the top, and then this. So yeah, I think the polytunnel adds to the overall ambience of North Devon. I think that's good. Just checking to see how it's working out in here. Pissing down with rain today. That is leaning on the edges there. So it might chaff through at some point. That's on the windy side at the moment, so to speak. It's a nice grey steering wheel. Look at that one. No cracks on it either. This is the car that was left without a roof on it. Show photograph here. Well, the seats look like that. Yes. Able to build this bloody thing probably outweighs not the value of these things, because even as wrecks, I reckon these are worth £2 a piece. Oh, I can't open that. Look, it's got a hole. I might have just. This looks like it's hanging off its hinge at the front there. This one is spectacularly wrong. This is the one that doesn't have a floor on the driver's side. It's all fallen apart. I mean, things like that. I can weld that up easily enough. This one's a lot better in that area. Redshed's got similar problems. Hello, Redshed. Oh, yeah. Knackers. There's no metal strip on the end of that glass. Where's the metal strip gone? Never mind, I've got plenty of sets of glass, that's not really a problem. Right, okay. So we're done in here. There's door glass there. What's somewhat mildly irritating is these 2 cars here. I know who sold these to the guy I bought them from, and he said that they had full service history and documentation which he stowed in the glove boxes. When I go through the glove boxes, there's a square root of bugger all in there. So they've still got the glove boxes there. Open them up and they're bare. There's nothing in there, which is a shame because it's been lost somewhere. So I will, and these guys, both of these 2 cars were actually next to each other in a field, as you've seen in the photograph. So I'll have to get back to the guy I bought them off and see if he's extracted it and filed it, or whether it's been genuinely lost. If it's genuinely lost, then to hell with it, I don't care. It's irritating. This is the one that was stored without a roof, so this is just a temporary roof that's been lobbed on there. It's not the best, is it? Someone's been dancing on it, I think. And similarly, this roof is not the best. And that's the best bit. It gets better as we go along. Yeah. That apparently is quite a rare panel there, to not have the holes drilled out. That's also a rare panel, because most of them get drilled out, or have been drilled out, for rear screen washers like this one has been. Although I honestly can't see the difficulty in welding those two holes up. Why would you paint the screen door rubbers, rear 11 rubbers? That's been properly blown over, hasn't it? It's almost like they've just thrown a bucket of paint at it. Painting the rubbers, that's... I mean, I've seen it when the people are like master rubbers, and I've never seen one yet where they've actually painted the rubbers. I've never noticed that before. Right, enough. Packing up. Store dump pink Land Rover basin here. Main reason for that is that we cleared out the barn today, big time. So Sandy the Landy is at the back of the lean-to now. Because Project Southport is starting tomorrow on delivery, I'm hoping. Well, it better be delivered tomorrow, because that's when the trap is sending it down. There's all a load of scrap in there. I'm just going to scrap all of that. These might look like they're treasure, but they're just so rotten. You can see how many patches have been welded over patches in there. It's just not worth unpicking it, so they're going for scrap. Big old pile of scrap in there. Get some beer money for that. Sandy the Landy at the back. Bobtail. Going to put a tarp over the nose of that. And then the barn, apart from a table and a ladder, is empty. Look at that. And then the other work that's been going on this weekend is, well, tidying up first of all, clearing out this end. So this is all now cleared out, ready for scalpings, hardcore, whatever we can throw at it. We're going to obviously put some barge board down the edges here to protect the outside timbers. And then level the floor up, so the floor's level with there. Cut a door through here on the back wall, on the side wall I should say. Move all the benches and stuff into here. All the machine stuff. I'll have to extend the electrics and odds and sods, but I've got a nice big fuse board up there, so we'll be able to do that. And the idea is this will just be for mechanical work, because any form of grinding, welding, whatever will take place at this end in the open air. So I'm not going to risk burning a wooden barn down. But if I get this lot out of here, this whole bench, that's another, what's that? I reckon that's nearly 4 foot of bench. 4 foot of bench depth, going to go in there. And obviously all this kit can go in there. Might even get a roller shutter down there so I can secure it. I've moved this container out. Bought this, it's like a tenner off eBay. And it was I think it's one of those sort of things you see on the garage forecourts that often has the charcoal in it that's horrendously priced. It does close, but I probably need 2 hands to do it. You can watch me do it with 2 hands. Needs a bit of lube, but that's alright, because I'm going to weld a hasp on the bottom there, and I can lock that up. It's got all my lubes and stuff in it. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then it'll just be me and the house martins crapping on whatever I'm working on as I move forwards. I may panel this corner in, but I don't think so. I actually don't mind working out in the open air. Well, it's not in the open air because I'm undercover. The flickery light and the other lights. I am working undercover. And it'll only get so cold. And once you get freezing, then, I found my creeper. I think the birds have been shatting on it, so I left it out in the rain. Get it a bit cleaned off. And then we were having a rather marvellous bonfire, which is largely burnt out now. Oh look, the beam has burnt through. I shall lob that back on top now. Let's go and see what's going on with the bonfire. This was quite fierce today, this bonfire. That's still quite warm, you know. There's still a lot of heat in there. Huge amount of plastic. There's a Range Rover exhaust gasket there. There's some lumps of metal in there which I'll recover. We'll weigh that lot in too. Responsible bonfire.